Hey, what's up, people? Back at you this afternoon with another Moralities Moment. Second video in my vid series entitled Carefully Choose the Places You Go. Today's note says being in places that don't support your development may not necessarily harm you, although some can. However, being in these places can cause you to focus on things that slow your movement forward or cloud your judgment. Also, if you if you yourself don't choose the thoughts and images you expose yourself to, someone else will, and their motives may not be the highest. Yesterday I started talking about how we have to choose the places we go more carefully, make sure that the environments we're putting ourselves in are conducive to where we're going in life. Like I said yesterday, when I was younger, I used to hang in the club scene, could hit the clubs every day, 7 days a week. But as I got older, that's the club scene is not for me because that's not what I'm trying to do in this set stage of my life. And I figure like that's not somewhere that's gonna help me get to where I want to be in life. Not to say, as I said this morning, the being in places that don't support your development may not necessarily harm you, but there's a possibility that they can. I'm not saying, again, as I said yesterday, the Bible encourages us to eat, drink, and be merry. And again, yesterday I said we can do that, but don't be foolish to the point where you allowing the places that you go to, the places that you're allowing to influence you, become detrimental to your progress. And I also made mention about how, don't be caught up in the crowd just because everybody else is doing it, just because everybody else going to those places, don't necessarily mean that it's a place for you. Again, use your own better judgment. Again, as I said yesterday, society is crazy. People just snapping, doing stuff, mass shootings and all that. Prime example yesterday at the mall in Eastland. A young man lost his life. From my understanding, he didn't have nothing to do with the situation. I don't know how much truth that is. I'm just basing it off what I've heard. But howbeit ever, just think about all the innocent people that was around that situation that could have possibly lost their lives as well. Not even knowing, that situation was going to jump off, and not to say, hey, don't go to the malls, don't do this, don't do that. I'm not saying don't live life. Only thing I want us to do, or anybody to do, when you in your travels today and going to the places you choose to go to, be mindful of your surroundings. Always be alert to what's going on around you because, again, society is went crazy. People are snapping, due to a plethora of things, stress, whatever, demonic spirit possession, whatever the situation may be, sleeper, terrorist cells, whatever the situation is. Be mindful of your surroundings and the places that you choose to go to. And one final note, it says here, if you yourself don't choose what thoughts and images you expose yourself to, someone else will, and their motives may not be the highest. Again, God gave us all a mind. God gave us all the ability to rationalize situations. The only people I would ever say that are not able to rationalize information or situations are people that have some form of mental illness or some type of learning disability. But for the most part, we all have the ability to rationalize and process information. And again, you have to be careful on whose thoughts and who and what images you allow to saturate your thought process, because ultimately, like I said yesterday, wherever the head goes, the body follows. So again, choose carefully the places where you're going, and in choosing those places where you want to go or you want to be, always be mindful of what's going on around you, because you never know what might be or what might lay in wait in those situations. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed this morning's morality moment. Peace, and I'm out.